Good morning. It's about 7:15 in the morning, my last day on the road. It's 38 degrees. I wanted to get an early start this morning because I have several stops and I'd like to get back to Anchorage before 3 o'clock. So brisk morning, but with my heated gear on, I'm pretty comfortable. A little chilly around my chin, but that's because my visor's open. But just check out this view. Isn't this something? I'm headed westbound on the Glen Highway. I just passed Glacier View. My lodge where I spent last night is about 3 miles behind me. And if everything goes well, today I'll check out Independence Mine, and then right over to Willow, and then all highway back to Anchorage. So we'll see how today goes. Enjoy the view. I do plan to make one planned stop before I get to the Independence Mine cutoff, and that is at the Matanuska Glacier. I do want to stop there. So that'll be the only planned stop before I get off the Glen Highway. And it looks like no rain. This is the clearest skies I've seen in several days. So knock on wood. So I made it to Independence Mine, but it's raining pretty good, so I'm not going to walk and get soaked, but basically, this is Independence Mine. You can tell, I'm sure there's a beautiful view that way, but you can't see a thing. So I'm going to get back on the road here, go over Hatcher Pass and head for Willow. I'm back in Anchorage, and as all things must, this is also coming to an end. So I'm just driving up to the MotoQuest shop here, a little bit up here, turn in the bike, and this adventure is complete. Lots of good memories and lots of rain. A lot of pictures and a lot of video to put together. Had a remarkable 8 days on the road in Alaska. Went to Anchorage, Homer, Seward, Whittier, Valdez, Kennecott, and then the Glen Highway home. Saw most everything I wanted to see. Not everything. The weather stopped me from a few things. But here we are. MotoQuest Anchorage.
All right, back at MotoQuest. There's the bike, all removed with all the baggage and all the heating gear and all that sort of stuff. And all my garbage is in there, trying to get unpacked and sorted out again before I head home. Right, here we are. Good evening. It's with mixed emotions that my trip in Alaska for 2021 is complete. Mixed because I really enjoyed the time up here and the ride. Mixed because I got an awful lot of rain this year, and that prevented me from seeing a lot of the sights that I wanted to see. But I wouldn't trade it in. I'd still want to go. If you told me it rained every day, I'd still come up here. So one last epilogue thought here. Today, as I was riding towards Anchorage, I needed to fill the motorcycle up with gas before I dropped it off. And I got to the service station, couldn't find my wallet. It was not where I normally keep it. And I checked all of my pockets, I checked my tank bag, it was nowhere to be found. And the last time I remembered using it was for lunch earlier in the day in Wasilla. So I couldn't fill a bike up with gas. I got to MotoQuest and I told them my dilemma. We tried to call the restaurant that I'd eaten lunch at. Of course, there was no answer. So the suggestion was, well, you still have time, run back up there and see if somebody found it and turned it in. Meanwhile, the very nice lady at MotoQuest said, I'll keep calling them. So I pulled the bags off the bike and took off again, headed north through pretty good rain. 45 minutes later, I'm back at the restaurant, and I asked the lady behind the counter if there was a wallet turned in. She goes, well, let me ask the manager. And the manager says, well, let me go looking back. And he comes out with a wallet in his hand, looks just like mine. He goes, what's the name of the wallet? And I told him my name. He goes, here you go. Somebody had found it in the restaurant and turned it in. All the money was still in there. There was nothing missing at all. Can you just imagine what it would have been like if I'd lost that wallet? I mean, no photo ID, can't get on the plane tomorrow. No credit card, couldn't get into a hotel tonight. No cash and no debit card. I would have been in a world of hurt. So whoever the good Samaritan was that found that wallet and turned it in, thank you. So I got the wallet and headed back down to Anchorage. So I got about another 84 miles of bonus miles. And when I got back, I turned the bike in. Didn't have any issues with any damage or anything, and never tipped over or anything. And spent about an hour and a half taking all the stuff off the bike that I'd attached to it and packing everything up into what goes into the box that I ship back home and what I put on the plane in my luggage. So all in all, another trip, a successful trip. I've got another one planned next year, wife, so just so you know. But we're done for 2021 in Alaska. See you next year.